It's got this thing on the back of it. 23-foot gooseneck trailer. I can't see if you can see it from that end. Actually, I'll hand it over to Millionaire Chris, and he'll show you where it is. There you are, Millionaire Chris.
Real quick. What's going on, y'all? Oh, look at that. That's what I meant. Circus and circus. There's the trailer right there. Actually, a very beautiful night. I'll give it back to Steve. There you go. Oh,
is that all you had to say?
no, that's not all I would say. All right, definitely very eventful last few days. I mean, Jesus Christ. Really, always got to just, I have to remind myself to always just sometimes you got to just throw the anchor down and not move when everyone tells you to move, because you know you're sitting and doing the right thing, and you're not going to falter on your word or the value of what you call family. And that's what we really have to remember, is how we evaluate that word, family. Anyway, here's Steve.
Words of wisdom. I must agree with him, you know, like, don't judge lest ye be judged. None of us are God. Most of you don't even know who God is. No one's ever tried to connect to God. But God is real, man. I'd probably be dead right now if it weren't for God. All the crazy shit that I've been dealing with over the past couple years, it is a fucking trip. But I guess it's only preparing me to do something big in the future. And I kind of have an idea of what that is. But, you know, it's all going to start with a DoorDash job in Las Vegas. Chris and I, DoorDashing as a duo. Me, because I can't walk. I'll be the driver. And Chris will be the dasher. Ain't that right, Pan?
Yep. And then maybe take it to Dubai.
Well, we're going to take it to Dubai only if we can create something that no one's ever done before. And we ain't going to tell you what that is, because then someone might take the money and run. And we're not trying to take the money and run. We're trying to take the fun and get spun. Well, something like that.
And have people send us money that they owe from Chicago so that we can...
I'm going to have to delete that part, because I don't think personal issues should ever come up on Gonzo and Glasgow. Gonzo and Glasgow is how we live our lives. Yeah, he says he apologizes, and what he said, let's just strike that from the record. Anyway, more on to the reason we still do Gonzo and Glasgow, even though we don't know what the fuck it's really all about yet. It seems to be because we like to talk into things, and I'm very narcissistic, I suppose, and I like to listen to myself after the fact. A lot of people say I'm an asshole, but you know what? You have every right to believe I'm an asshole, because maybe the one time you ever met me and had an encounter with me, I indeed was an asshole. So I really can't say nothing bad to those folks other than I love you, and hopefully it wasn't that bad, and hopefully we will eventually be able to converse again in a very friendly way. But tonight, yes, tonight, I think we've reached some milestones I never thought I'd reach, which is I really do have a serious back problem, and I really do have the inability to move my legs. But we drained the tap, the keg is empty, I'm 25 pounds lighter, and we're gonna go back to Kansas, get the hybrid car, move to Vegas. Move to Vegas, you say? Well, why the fuck not, man? I mean, at this point, what has Kansas got to offer us? I mean, Gonzo and Glasgow will always remain Gonzo and Glasgow, Kansas, because that's where truly we bonded as good friends and kind of met a whole bunch of local folk from the area that are fascinated by the way we live, and have definitely, we've had great friendships grow from it, and it's been beneficial to all of us, because sometimes I felt defeated there, you know, and I got almost killed there a little bit over a year ago, and Chris, I think, felt the same, and the pressures of being in a town where there's all kinds of crazy shit going on are tough. And when you can help people alleviate their craziness, well, that's all that needs to be said, man. If our presence is relieving their craziness, then so be it. But people seem to think that their craziness is crazying us, when in fact they don't have a clue, because they've never hung out with us, met us, talked to us, shook our hand, waved at us, gave us a thumbs up, peace sign, middle finger, ever in their lives. Yet they know us. So We ain't trying to be famous because we see what happens to famous people out here. It's a bad fucking situation, man. You lose your freedom. We ain't gonna lose our freedom because we'll always be a little too obnoxious for most to embrace. It's a long video. Y'all probably won't listen to the end of it, but I always save it for the last to say, please, 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 subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. What's it gonna hurt you, man? You don't ever have to watch a video we send you. Just sign up, like the page, thumbs up the episodes, and do what you want to do. We love you.